Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike here. Welcome to AutoVlog. And in today's video, I'm here in my garage, and we're going to talk about the two vehicles that I currently have: 2015 Ford Fusion Titanium and a 2015 Ford F150 XLT. Now, how much do I pay for these cars? Did I buy them? Did I lease them? And what is my monthly payment? Did I pay cash? No, I did not. Definitely not. Don't have that kind of money. So we're just going to talk about like what my cost of ownership is, and basically my monthly payment, and how we structured the two deals when we got them, and the reason why I have the monthly payments that I have. So here we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with my 2015 Ford Fusion Titanium here. Now, there's some things to be said about when I got this car, and that might be a separate video in itself, but for many of you, you know that I am from Sweden. I've been here for almost 5 years, and I came here when I was 33 years old. And in this country, what I had to learn is that it takes time to build, credit history. Now, what I should add here is that both these vehicles are leases. So when you lease a vehicle, and not to get too drawn out in this here and make it a long video, but when you lease a vehicle, you're either tier 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on what you can qualify for, the rate that is. So I was a tier 2 because I traded in a car that I currently owed about $2,000 more than it was worth. I had only had the car for 1 year, and I was antsy to get this car here, so I traded it in early and got this one here. But because I didn't really have any established credit, I had some, but it wasn't as good as it is now a few years later. My payment ended up being a lot higher than I had anticipated. But either way, to make a long story short here, and not babble on for too long, what I pay for the Fusion is $496 a month. So I always pay $500 just to round it out, and that is a 15,000 mile per year lease for 3 years, so it's 36 months. I have about a little more than a year left on this lease, and also in a separate video that will be coming out soon, I'll talk about what I'm looking to replace this car with. But either way, I love this car. It obviously hasn't really caused me any problems, as it shouldn't, because it's a brand new vehicle. The only thing that is coming up here actually tomorrow is that I'm getting new tires, because I have to. Pennsylvania state law requires that a tire thread has to be more than 2 30-seconds, otherwise you don't pass inspection. So my tire is about 3 30-seconds, and these Continental tires, they're not the best in the world. So they're 19-inch 235/40 diameter tires, and I have all-wheel drive here, so they wear pretty evenly, and I'm gonna have to get new tires, which sucks. I'm actually getting them prorated from Ford because they're wearing too quickly. That's probably a separate video as well, but long story short, if I get these tires before I have 24,000 miles on the car, and I currently have 23,000, Ford will pay for 40% of them. So I'm getting that done tomorrow. So the Ford Fusion Titanium 2015, I pay $496 a month for that vehicle right there. And I should also add that the sticker price for this car was $36,400, I think it was. Now, the second vehicle is our 2015 Ford F150. It's an XLT with the 302A package. So XLT is a mid-range trim, for those who don't know. It's underneath the Lariat, but it is the most equipped XLT that you can get. So we have remote start, heated seats, power sliding rear window, and some of those nice amenities. So this truck was stickered at around $43,500. I can't remember exactly, but it's around there. So for both vehicles, it's about 80 grand sticker price. Now, the situation was a little different when we got the truck. We had a trade-in that was paid off. We actually traded in two vehicles, It was a 2006 H3 Hummer that was paid off, and then we had a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta that we owed about $1,000 more than that car was worth. But since the Hummer was paid off, that kind of made up for it. So we had a lot of equity when we got this truck. We probably had about $5,500 in equity to put down. Now obviously we were thinking of buying it and just financing it, but the payment was drastically lower if we were to lease it. Now I know a lot of people will call me an idiot for putting a lot of money down on a lease, but that's what we chose to do. So what we pay per month on this truck here is actually $292, which is a whole lot less than a lot cheaper Ford Fusion. Now there are some things regarding leases that you need to factor in. So it's not the same as financing, and I'm not going to go over all that in this video here because it would drag on a little bit too long here. But with this truck here, many times when you lease a vehicle, you don't have any equity at the end of the lease term when you return the vehicle. But since we put a lot of money down on the lease, there's always an option to trade it in about 3-4 months before the lease term is up, and you basically trade the vehicle in just like you would if your car was financed, and we will actually have some equity left and we will get a new truck. Now that won't happen until at least probably a year and a half, and then we'll see what we get at that time. So for both these vehicles I pay $800 a month. Now I know that I'm paying a little too much on the Fusion because of, as I explained, my tier that I got when I got the vehicle here back in March 2015. Now if you guys are interested in knowing more about, you know, financing a car versus leasing it, and you know how you qualify and get the best rates and so on, I might do a video about that as well in the future, but that's only if, you know, you let me know in the comment section if that is something that even interests you. Then I will definitely go ahead and do that. Now a second thing that I should also mention is that since I work at a Ford dealership, I get something called D plan, which stands for dealer plan. It's a dealer pricing. So depending on the invoice for the both vehicles and how much they sticker at, there is an additional discount that you get. So basically I bought both vehicles under invoice, or I got them priced at under invoice, which also obviously helped us out here regarding the payment and the actual cost of the vehicle. But this video I wanted to make it pretty quick, just so you guys could know exactly what it is I pay for the two vehicles that I have. Now I am looking to replace the Fusion here. It won't be happening for at least another 6 months, probably maybe a little longer than that. But I know a lot of people have been asking me what I will be getting, because from previous videos I was thinking of getting the Ford Fusion Sport. That car is pretty much out of the picture. I have another one that I'm looking at, and a few other vehicles as well, but I think I know what I will be getting, and I'll be talking about that here in a coming video. Okay guys, so to end this video here, just wanted to make it real quick, and because I have been getting some questions regarding exactly what it is I pay for the two vehicles that I have versus what other pay, just to compare the different pricings and, you know, whatever deal you got at the time and what your monthly payment is. So let me know what you guys think of this video here, and let me know if you have something that's pretty similar, maybe a Ford Fusion and, you know, some other car, not maybe exactly an F150, but let me know what you guys pay and what your cost of ownership is. Now they're both still pretty new vehicles, so haven't really had any issues with them at all, and if you do, when you have a new car, it's covered by warranty, which I like. That is why I usually lease. The only thing I have to do is, unfortunately, get tires for this one here, because the Continental tires that come stock on a Ford Fusion Titanium, at least mine, they suck. So let me know what you think of the video. If this is your first time visiting the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.